What's up, and ¿qué onda, everybody? Welcome back to the Modern Roots Kitchen channel. Today we're making an absolute beast of a Chile Relleno cheeseburger. This thing is ridiculous. Stay tuned. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our Chile Relleno. I have 2 poblano chiles that I put directly on the burner and burn the skins off of. I also plastic wrapped them so they can steam, and that takes the skin right off of them. All you gotta do is rub it off. So I'm just gonna grab one of these guys for now. I'm gonna grab the one with the stem. You'll see why later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it from the plastic and just rub the skin right off of there. This is gonna make much more of a pleasant final product, and it just burns right off. All you gotta do is put it on direct flame. You can also deep fry it if you want to. That'll take the skin off as well. As you can see, it just comes right off of that chile. This is a chile poblano. It's a good size, and it's not too spicy. It's not gonna overpower our burger. And it's what's usually used in Chile Rellenos. So I got all the skin right off of there. Now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our basic egg batter for our Chile Relleno. All it is basically a meringue, like a souffle batter, you could say, as they would in kitchens. So we got 6 eggs here, half a dozen. I'm gonna go ahead and separate the whites from the yolks. So I'm gonna grab our nice handy dandy KitchenAid. There's 2 ways you can separate these. You can go ahead and crack it like that, dump it right into your hand, which is the way I prefer, and let the yolk fall through your fingers into the bowl. Your hands are soft enough to not bust the yolk. Just go ahead and separate that. Or another way to do it is you split it right in half, and you go right back and forth, dropping your egg white into the bowl, just like that. Dump the yolk, and we'll continue for the rest of the eggs. Boom, so we got our 6 egg yolks and our 6 egg whites. I'm gonna go ahead and whip these egg whites to make a meringue in our KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, you can use a whisk. You just gotta put a lot of arm strength in there. It's gonna take a little while. You gotta be patient. We're looking for stiff peaks. Just means you whipped it so hard that you put so much air into it that when you get that whisk and you turn it right side up, you're gonna have a stiff peak of meringue. So we're gonna go ahead and start this on low and gradually pull up the speed, let it go for a while until it goes from foamy to a nice stiff peak. And then we're gonna incorporate our egg yolks, and that's gonna make our souffle batter for our Chile Relleno. Alright y'all, so our meringue is just about ready. Looking for something nice and stiff like this. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this out of the way. We're gonna grab our meringue and very gently incorporate our 6 egg yolks and a 1/4 cup of flour, and that's gonna make our batter. So we'll just go ahead and add these about 3 at a time. Just kind of incorporate it. You want to be very careful with this. You don't want to deflate all the air you incorporated into those egg whites. So just kind of take it slow, fold it over, go right up from under the bottom. Just try and incorporate those yolks. As long as there's no streaks in it, do your very best. We're gonna go ahead and add our 1/4 cup of flour directly to our batter. That's gonna go ahead and help this stiffen up into a batter. Fold all this together. We're gonna dip our roasted chili poblano directly into this and fry it. Just about there. Boom. Alright you guys, so we got our batter, we got our roasted poblano, we have a beautiful wheel of Oaxaca cheese, got some more flour, and I got some oil heated up to 350 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and finish up this chile relleno. So I'm gonna just get a handy dandy knife, and we're gonna make a small incision on our chile just to stuff it with our cheese. Be very careful not to go through to the other side. Perform some surgery. Just a nice little pocket just to get the cheese in. Now what I like to do is reach right for the stem, and there's going to be a little pocket of seeds there. Go ahead and just kind of remove some of that. Beautiful. We have our roasted chile. It's got a handle, no skin, and a nice little slit to put our cheese. Now we're gonna grab our Oaxaca cheese. This is one of my favorite cheeses. I use it for a whole bunch of stuff. Just comes right apart. It's very similar to like a fresh mozzarella. Comes from Oaxaca, obviously, and it breaks into these beautiful strands. So we're gonna go ahead and stuff our chile with some of these. Let's go ahead and break them in half. Get them right inside there. You want to be careful not to overstuff it. You run the risk of losing all that cheese in the fryer. But just like this, you want to be able to overlap it just a smidge. We're going to sew it up with some toothpicks, batter it up, and get it into the fryer. So here I just have some regular little toothpicks. What we're going to attempt is we're going to fold it over just a smidge and kind of sew up this chile so that cheese doesn't come out in the frying process. We just need a couple of these toothpicks. If you have a skewer or something like that, that works even better. I don't have one on hand at the moment, so I'm just going to use a few of these. You're looking for something just like that. Now, Since we've taken the skin off of our chile, it's nice and sticky, tacky. So we're gonna go ahead and roll it straight in some flour. This is gonna help our egg batter stick to our chile. Just gonna get a nice light coating, make sure it's all covered, even the stem. Bada bing. Now we got our chile all nice and floured. Now comes the fun part. We're just gonna dip it straight into our batter. Just kind of roll it around in there. Get a nice thin coating. Don't be afraid to get a little messy. Put your hands in there. Try not to lose your handle. Just get it all covered in that batter, nice even. Let's get a little bit more on this side. Bada bing. Perfect, just like that. Now we're gonna test our oil, see if it's hot. It's looking pretty good. We're just gonna dip our chile right in that hot oil. We're gonna let that fry on one side till it's golden brown. Then we'll go ahead and flip her over. All right, so we're looking for a nice golden brown on one side. I'm gonna go ahead and try and flip this over with a couple of spoons. Beautiful. Wait a second. That batter that we made is very, very buoyant, so it's gonna take a little messing with. Keep it right side up. You wanna go ahead and hold it there for just a bit, just to start the frying process on the other side. Perfect. Alright y'all, so our chile relleno's been frying on a couple minutes each side. I'm gonna go ahead and extract it. Right out of the oil, we got a nice crust on it, golden brown. I'm just gonna lay it on a parchment lined sheet tray. We're gonna keep this in the oven at 200 degrees just to keep it hot. Make sure the cheese is all bubbly and melty inside while we go ahead and get started on our burger. So I'll see you guys in a second. So let's get started with our burger. I got a nice ciabatta roll right here that I cut a square out of. Sliced it right in half. I'm gonna just throw it into a hot pan, get a nice toast on there. While that's going, I got about a third of a pound of 80/20 ground beef. I'm gonna go ahead and make a nice patty, just a little bit bigger than the size of our bun. So a fairly thin burger. Go ahead and get that nice and shaped up. Perfect. Go ahead and hit it with just a little bit of kosher salt. Some black pepper. Flip it over. Repeat on the other side. Salt. Black pepper. Check on our bread. Alright, bread's got some nice golden brown color. We're gonna set that off to the side. Crank our heat. We're just gonna grab our burger patty, drop it right in, away from us, looking for a nice sizzle. We're gonna let that go. We're looking for a nice crust on our burger. Once you develop that nice crust, it's just gonna slide around the pan. There's no need for a non-stick here. Go ahead and flip this over. Let that go for just a minute more. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of that Oaxaca cheese. For maximum cheesiness. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and kill our heat. Let this finish here. We're gonna start building our burger. Alright, so boom, I went ahead and threw a lid on our burger just to get that cheese nice and ooey gooey melty. Finish our burger patty. I'm gonna go ahead and start building this thing. So we got our bottom of our ciabatta roll. Go ahead and throw that down. I'm gonna hit it with some sour cream. We're going for like a cross between like a Mexican torta and a hamburger, a hamburguesa. So I'm gonna hit it with the traditional accoutrements for a torta. Nice layer of sour cream. Now, I like a nice mound of shredded lettuce on my burger. You can use leaf lettuce if you want. I like to build some height with some shredded lettuce. Makes it look nice and huge. So she said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove our lid. That burger is looking ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with 3 purple onion rings for some beautiful color. I'm gonna go ahead and retrieve our Chile Relleno. It's been chilling in the oven. Now this is an important step for all burger cooks. We're gonna remove our burger from the pan, let it rest for a little bit. About half the time that it took to cook in the pan, we're gonna let it rest. So that's gonna chill. I'm gonna get rid of this hot pan. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our chile también. Gonna let that cool for a bit. We're gonna just remove the stem. Just comes right out. Super hot. Now we let our burger rest for just a bit. I have it at about mid-rare medium right now. Cook it to your liking. We're gonna throw that right on top of that pile of lettuce. Freaking beautiful, man. Let's get a closer up shot of this. I went ahead and went for about a square patty just to fit the bun a little bit better. You go ahead and do what you want. I'm gonna grab our Chile Relleno. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the end off. We're gonna flatten it just a little bit. Get it nice and square. And we're gonna throw that right on top of those onions and that burger and that lettuce. And we're gonna grab our top bun, hit it with some avocado slices and a pinch of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fork and kind of smash it just a little bit. Make kind of a little spread. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my goodness. I'm getting way too excited. Boom. Hit it with a little fresh pep. Right on that avocado. We're gonna top this thing off. Don't let it slide. With that top bun. And that thing is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and get a knife in there. And boom, got ourselves a beautiful Chile Relleno cheeseburger. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you leave a comment what you'd like to see down below. Let me know what your favorite kind of burger is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this beast off of camera. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. God damn. That sucker is good.